sounded like it came from here.
If you're a fan of the Alien vs Predator films, you might be a little bit disappointed in its story, but you do after all get 3 campaigns, and those campaigns are Predator, Alien and Human. Personally, I like the Predator the best, and then the Humans, and then the Aliens. Not that I didn't like playing as the Aliens, but first time I saw the Predator, the film, going years back now, I thought the Predator was cool as fuck. Playing as the Humans, I really felt the kind of defensive play when you're kind of waiting for an alien or something to jump out and tear out your throats. So this guy Weyland, he's experimenting, creating these aliens, and the Predators are after the aliens, and the helpless humans are all amongst that, whilst still angry with Weyland. And, well, in terms of real story, though, you know, I think the Humans are the best, with the voice acting, and, you know, the sense of the unknown, that a predator is probably creeping in the shadows. So yeah, it's an okay story. Everything kind of links together with all the campaigns in all the scenes. It's funny to see, like, if you say on your first playthrough you go with the Humans, you go to a certain scene and then you play again as a predator, and how everything kind of interlinks with each other. But this game isn't for its story, and well, no other films really.
That means I own you. And when a corporate asset is no longer of use, I dispose of it. Deal with him.
So the story isn't that bad, and it's not that great either. It's just something that kind of fits in well enough to complement the gameplay, the enjoyment. So yeah.
It just appeared out of nowhere.
Molly, you reading this?
Shit.
So 3 different campaigns: Alien, Predator and Marine. The Marines, the Humans, is just a classic first-person shooter, and like I said, you gotta look out for all the monsters in the shadows, so yeah, you gotta watch your back. And no, there isn't really any stealth involved with the Humans, but that's totally different for the Predator and the Aliens. The weapons of the Marines is just really what you come to expect. You've also got this motion tracking thing you can use to quickly find anything that's about to kill you. And the Aliens, well, everyone is probably going to moan about the controls with the Aliens and the camera angle whilst playing as these things. It is a little weird to admit to begin with, but as you go on and as you get used to the controls, I reckon the Alien could be the most fun to play online if you really mastered the class. They haven't got the kind of weapons as the Predator and the Humans have. They rely on brute strength, the tails, etc., but the classes are quite balanced in the game. And I should mention too, you cannot transform into a queen after 10 kills, as in Alien vs Predator 2, and the neck gun is out, but it means shit. Now, the Predator. I'm a big stealth game fan, so naturally the Predator was my favourite. You can go invisible, you can do these jumping moves. It's kind of linear, the jumping. You can only jump to certain places, to platform, but don't worry, it's okay. You have the Predator weapons and the tools at your disposal. It's not Assassin's Creed though, okay? Don't think of it as that kind of stealth, but the Predator was my favourite. And it is amazing to kill in the game, the animations. See for yourself. Overall, you've got to get used to the controls and how the Alien and Predators work. But once you're into the game, you will enjoy this. What class should you go as first? Well, I'd say the Humans would be the best. They're not exactly weak because of all the guns, but it is great to go walking in the darkness, feeling wary of whatever's lurking in the shadows. So yeah, I was happy with the gameplay. The game is built around basic mechanics, kind of old-fashioned, so no, they're not amazing, but no, it doesn't have much going for it to break any records or anything, but it is good and fun to play. Right, well, not the best graphics. Everything's a little old in terms of actual visuals and details in buildings, floor, whatever. The Predators and Aliens look awesome though, and you got these kill animations which really kick ass, but even the animations in general are a little off. They're not that bad though. Why is the game getting such negative feedback, I ask? It seems a lot of reviewing sites are actually very biased. I'll leave that for you to think about. Sure, Wycombe Rebellion work a little harder on the graphics, I agree, but they're not that bad. Design is awesome in my opinion if you like Alien vs Predator, and you get all these skins online, the custom look thing when you've got to unlock different things to make your character look different. But yeah, they are a disappointment, but it's not a huge one. So the graphics, they're okay, not brilliant, not great, they're just okay.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Brilliant, just brilliant. Okay, moving on. Despite its basic gameplay, I had a lot of fun with the game. I was actually a little surprised due to the lower scores elsewhere. But despite the cool AVP design, why do the maps feel very restricted online and offline? There's almost no risks taken with the game. Like I said, it's a little old-fashioned, feels a little outdated. Now, if you want to be technical and you want more of an overview, no, this game doesn't have this and it doesn't have that. It's got many problems, I guess, but somehow I wasn't too bothered. Now let's address the technical. Let's address the multiplayer. The multiplayer has serious issues. You cannot have more than 12 players if you want to play on more than 2 maps. 18 players max in total. There is a small co-op mode, but the games can get very laggy. Whichever way you want to look at AVP, you've got to take the multiplayer into account because that's its real appeal. Matchmaking is a nightmare. I hope to God they fix that. They just need to sort out these small issues online, and then we may be able to get a better experience overall. But the online, despite its many issues, has a great amount of hours onto the 13+ hours of gameplay. It's got a clever take on things, but I highly doubt you're going to swap your online game for this.
Get to the chopper!
So 5 hours of campaign isn't bad in this FPS, and the 3 campaigns as AVPs are the real appeal. But unfortunately, it feels a little outdated. For me, I think Rebellion just barely made it. You got lucky, Rebellion. So I want to see another AVP game. I want to see it more this gen. I want to see them taking risks. I want them pushing the franchise. But for now, it's a good fun game that lacks precision. Online is a bit iffy, but still enjoyable. I would honestly say rent. Maybe just buy if you're a hardcore AVP fan. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the review. This has been Jazz for Jazz Reviews. Goodbye.